My name's Jacqueline Epstein. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Staten Island, New York, and I enjoy singing and songwriting.
But I can't help falling in love with you.
So I've always been singing and songwriting my whole entire life. I started from the age of like 3 years old. I remember my mom telling me that when something bad happened to me, I would write about it. So I had like a radio full on my head, and my first song was called I Bumped My Head on the Radio. And ever since that, every time something bad happened to me, I would write about it. We are going to Phoenix Studios. It's a local recording studio in Staten Island, New York. I used to work there back in 2013, and I made a lot of relationships, connections with like the owners, and now they're having me record there for a very, very cheap price. That's very unheard of, to do like, mixing, mastering.
I listen to your every word, like it was your lies, grasping every sentence while you touching on my eyes.
So the first song that came out was Smoke, and it's a super important song to me. It was when I was in a relationship with someone who wasn't as into it as I thought he was. When you're in a relationship, it's kind of like you're blind to everything. And so when I wrote Smoke, it was actually not a song or a poem, it was a letter. And it was kind of like my way of venting to this guy. And I just like wrote like, am I good for now and not forever? Like, what's your deal? And so it started out as a letter that I would never send, obviously. And then it slowly became a poem, and then the song came when I worked with the producer. I was like, I have this poem, and can you like get a beat to it? And we kind of just like flowed off of each other, and it worked, and Smoke came about.
Am I good for now? And I had forever. Do you have your doubts? Am I your deepest?
If more people showed who they like really were, and like, we all wear a mask when we walk out into the world, but I feel like with me, with my music at least, what I try to do is, take away that mask and really show it for what it is. And whether that's relationships, whether that's, hard times that you're going through, I always try to like be as honest as possible. I feel like people these days, we're very headstrong. We think with our heads, and when you think with your emotions, it's looked at as a bad thing. But if we all, thought with our emotions and did things with our emotions, I think the world would be a better place in general. So I try to make, instead of being so headstrong, I always, everything I did with my emotions first, which I don't think should be looked at as a bad thing. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. No, no, no. It's just crazy. Like, I never thought in a million years I'd see myself with no hair on my head. I was diagnosed back in August of 2016 officially, so I graduated college in May, and August came around, and I found a lump on my right clavicle bone, and I didn't think anything of it. It was just a bump, and so I went to the doctors, and I thought it was maybe I strained it or something, and he said, we're going to have a talk, it might be lymphoma. And I'm like, I'm 22 years old, you're crazy. So we went to another doctor, got PET scans, CAT scans, biopsies, and that's when they told me it was stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma. So like, that was crazy to hear, never think, 22 years old, just graduated college, ready to start, in the real world, and hearing you have cancer, it was just kind of like very strange. This is Stella. She's a party girl. She's very mysterious. She's a mysterious aura about her. So, this is Stella. This is Charlie. Charlie is a lesbian. When I wear her, something happens. Don't know why. This is Lolita. She's a whore. Woo! What did I name? Bailey. There we go. She's from the South. She just moved to the big city. I was always so concerned of what I look like, how people perceive me. Normal girl things, like I look fat today, my hair's frizzy. Like, I'm and that consumed my life. My insecurities about my physical appearance consumed my life. I was your typical like girl who like, cared so much about those things. And obviously I still like to put myself together and look good, but life is so much more, and you waste so much good energy and time on like stupid things like that. And I still have my friends complain about these mediocre problems, and I just hope that you could see like life is so precious, and it's so like I love life. Like I love life, and I love myself, and I regret all those years I took myself for granted, and all like that I could have saved myself so much time. This is my favorite one. It's about my dead friend. How can I be as enlightened as Prashanti without the drugs? Maybe it's time we realize we are not all perfect, but we are the same. And maybe I'm not as honest as I could be. Instead, I hide with sexual puns and light kissing. Where do you hide when no one is around? Where is your mind when no one is around? You were right. I love you more now that you're gone. What's been getting me through cancer, besides music, is knowing that everything in life, all the pain you suffer, everything is temporary. And allow yourself to feel pain. Just because it's not fun, it's necessary to feel that and be able to get through that and move on. I feel every trial that you have in your life is there to benefit you, because if you had if you weren't sad or mad or angry or going through bad things, the good things wouldn't be so great. Dark speaks, I can't hear a sound. The rhythm used to live inside me is no longer around. All I see is tears from my mama's eyes. Dad can't think straight, am I out of town?